Today we are diving deep into the ultimate comparison between two of the most celebrated and iconic gemstones varieties, the brilliant and fiery topaz versus the abundant and versatile quartz. Hi everyone, I'm Sasha Kareva, and on this channel I will talk about gemstones. Welcome! Whether you are an avid collector, a jeweler seeking deeper understanding, or simply someone who appreciates the breathtaking beauties that colored gemstone formed by nature have to offer, this video will leave you with an exhaustive grasp of the similarities, differences, properties, and lore surrounding these two mineral marvels. So sit back and prepare to be dazzled as we thoroughly explore the unique origins, history, values, optical characteristics, and lapidary traditions of topaz and quartz gems. From their striking colors to durability and worldwide sources, no detail will be left unexplored. Let's get started. First up is the star of the show, topaz. This cyclonic gem has captivated collectors and jewelry connoisseurs for centuries with its incredibly vibrant colors and brilliance. At its core, topaz is an aluminum silicate mineral. It crystallizes in the orthochromic system, which, along with its relatively high refractive index, contributes to topaz's coveted brilliance and vitros to resinous luster. Topaz immediately stops people in their track with its dazzling display of rich color varieties. This gemstone can occur in fiery crimsons, electric blues, radiant yellows and oranges, soft rosy pinks, luxuriant purples, and even colorless varieties. Two of the most highly coveted and valuable topaz varieties are the velvet orange red imperial topaz and the mesmerizing Swiss blue topaz. These eye-catching topaz colors are primarily the result of fractional amounts of trace elements like chromium, as well as structural defects and subtle impurities woven into the crystal lattice itself. Exposure to natural heat during formation also influences color, with intense yellows, pinks, and reds often arising from this. Despite its brilliance, topaz is no lightweight when it comes to durability. Ranking on impressive 8 on the Mohs hardness scale, topaz is an excellent choice for jewelry due to its superb resistance to scratches, abrasions, and chipping from daily wear. Only diamond, moissanite, and corundum boast higher hardness among gemstone varieties. Topaz predominantly forms in igneous rocks like pegmatites, rhyolites, and granites. However, it can also occur in particular high-grade metamorphic rocks like gneisses that were exposed to the extreme heat and pressure required for topaz crystallization. In terms of global sources, the major suppliers of fine topaz gems are Brazil, Pakistan, Russia, Mexico, Myanmar, Ukraine, and some provinces of China. Evaluation of quality topaz is based on a combination of vivid color saturation, good clarity, and size. Next, we turn our attention to the simple yet breathtaking mineral variety known as quartz. Despite being one of the most abundant minerals on the earth, quartz's ability to exhibit gorgeous colors has solidified its standing as a gemstone icon. At a fundamental level, quartz is the second most plentiful mineral found in the Earth's crust after feldspar. It has a relatively straightforward chemical composition of CiO2. Also known as silicon dioxide, quartz crystallizes in the desirable trigonal system and displays a brilliant vitreous luster. While topaz seduces with bold, richly saturated colors, quartz has an equally alluring color palette that runs the gamut from regal purples to fiery yellows, smoky brown, rosy pinks, and clear crystals. Topping the list of the famous quartz varieties are the deep purple amethyst, yellow citrine, rich brown smoky quartz, and the flawlessly transparent rock crystal variety. These quartz colors arise from a variety of trace elements, structural defects, and inclusions woven into its crystalline structure. For example, amethyst's purple shades are caused by natural radiation exposure along with impurities like iron, while citrine's sunny hues often result from heat-treating amethyst. So, not quite as hard as topaz, quartz still ranks an impressive 7 on the Mohs hardness scale, extremely durable and well suited for use in jewelry while able to withstand most daily wear and without excessive scratching or chipping. Unlike topaz, which is rarer, quartz is exceedingly abundant and is found in virtually every environment, from igneous to metamorphic and sedimentary rocks across the globe. This is because quartz simply chemistry is a major component of the Earth's crust itself, ultimately classifying it as a single most ubiquitous yet widely distributed mineral species on the planet. So you can find quartz almost in every country, but major sources for fine quality quartz gemstone of all colors come from Brazil, Madagascar, Russia, India, and multiple locations across the United States, such as Arkansas, North Carolina, and Colorado. Now that we've covered the essence of what defines topaz and quartz individually, let's take a direct look at how some of their most significant properties compare head to head. Rarity and value. This is easily the biggest distinction separating these two gemstones varieties. While both topaz and quartz have adorned jewelry for centuries, topaz gems are exponentially rare compared to the ubiquity of quartz. Combine the scarcity factor with the topaz unrivaled brilliance and color zest, and you have a recipe for premium prices, especially for the most coveted imperial topaz and Swiss blue topaz varieties. Top quality topazes can command luxury prices of thousands to tens of thousands per carat, depending on size and quality. In stark contrast, quartz is one of the single most common and widely available minerals on the entire planet. While that has not impacted quartz's desirability as a gemstone, it does mean you'll find these gems available at a much lower price point overall compared to the rarity of topaz. You can acquire beautiful quartz gemstones of all colors for just a fraction of the cost of topaz. Market price for faceted quartz starts with $10 and can be much more depends on the quartz variety, but usually costs cheaper than good quality topaz. Both topaz and quartz occur in a kaleidoscope of alluring colors. However, the depth and intensity of those hues is where the two gems diverge. Topaz tends to exhibit colors that are richer, more vividly saturated, and electrifyingly bold compared to quartz. Topaz's ability to show off widely vibrant and crisp neon blues, traffic-stopping pinks, and fiery crimsons puts its color performance ahead of quartz. To be fair, quartz certainly has spectacular color options of its own, especially evident in the finest example of deep amethyst purple or reddish-orange citrine. However, most quartz colors tend to display lighter pastel to medium-tone varieties that appear softer compared to topaz fiery, crayon intense shades. Now I will share my personal experience. Last years, the blue quartz became very popular in the market. Quartz in this color does not exist in the nature. If you see this color, 100% the stone had aggressive treatment. Topaz can be blue by nature, but the color usually is not intense, quite pale. All bright blue topazes, London blue topaz, Swiss blue topaz, mystic topaz, all of them have treatments, and production of the stone is huge. For topaz, I deal only with Russian natural pale blue topazes and Ukrainian imperial topazes, which got the color by nature. Talking about the quartz, smoky quartz usually has a natural color. If we try to heat smoky quartz, it just loses the color. Amethyst can be treated. Citrine in the most cases got the color by amethyst heating. Color change from violet to orange-yellow. When it comes to hardness and overall durability for gemstone ware, topaz gets the slight edge, ranking 8 versus quartz at 7 on the Mohs hardness scale. While both are imply hard enough for daily jewelry wear, with proper care, topaz's higher hardness makes it slightly more resistant to developing unsightly abrasions or chips from run-of-the-mill knocks. Topaz also faces less risk of cracking or cleaving compared to quartz. That said, quartz is very firmly in the durable gemstone category at 7 on the Mohs scale, never to be described as a soft or fragile gem material. Both are suitable choices for rings, bracelets, earrings, pendants, and more as long as reasonable care is taken to minimize excessive impacts that could potentially fracture either gem variety. Despite their similar vitreous to resinous luster and sparkle, topaz and quartz have very different optical properties and visual effects. Topaz exhibits the trait of double refraction, where light, in turn, the gem gets split into separate rays. This effect caused by topaz orthochromic crystal system creates visual distortions and doublings that are most evident when the gem is misaligned or improperly cut. Quartz, on the other hand, has a just single refraction, meaning light only follows one path through the transparent gemstones. This allows quartz to remain free of any double refraction effects that could diminish its brilliance if cut improperly. To mitigate the doubling effect, skilled lapidaries must take great care to properly orient and align topaz during faceting in order to emphasize its coveted inert optical brilliance that makes this gem so desirable. Essentially, topaz requires more skilled handwork from its cutter compared to the simplicity of quartz. Both topaz and quartz are prized by lapidaries and facetters for their versatility in taking a wide range of shapes and cutting styles. These gems can easily be fashioned into typical faceted forms like rounds, ovals, cushions, and princess cuts. They can also lend themselves to unique signature cuts and designs that highlight their color and brilliance. Additionally, topaz and quartz both make fantastic choices for lapidary cabin into smooth domed cabochons that accentuate their depth of tone and vitreous luster. This is a style of cutting that has been embraced for centuries with both gems. However, the key difference lies in their abundance. While quality facet-grade topaz can be difficult to come by in large sizes and requires more selective mining, quartz is so abundant that it opens up endless opportunities for ornate embellishments and carving into any desired shape imaginable without limitations of scarcity. Quartz is frequently carved into ornate figurines, intaglios, spheres, and more decorative items that leave lapidaries' imaginations to run wild. So in terms of pure lapidary potential, quartz being so plentiful means there is more room of creative expression compared to topaz, which is better suited to more judicious use in faceting and cabin to highlight its relative rarity. Both topaz and quartz gemstones have been celebrated and adorned by cultures across the globe for many centuries. However, each gem maintains its own distinct history, lore, and traditions. Topaz has been considered a treasury gemstone since antiquity. Some of the earliest references to topaz date back to the ancient Greeks, who referred to these gems as topazios, potentially derived from the Sanskrit tapas, meaning fire. This fiery connection may relate to the rich golden to orange-red shades of cherry topaz that were among the first varieties discovered and traded across Europe and beyond. By the Renaissance period, topaz had become highly coveted by the elite and monarchs across many European courts and nations. This rare gem was associated with wealth and often gifted or worn by royals of the era, such as possessing representation in the French crown jewels. The discovery of the much rarer and vividly colored imperial topaz in Russia kicked off another topaz craze during the 1800s. Topaz is also recognized as the official birthstone for those born in November, according to modern birthstone charts. Meanwhile, quartz, despite ubiquity and use in jewelry, does not have an official place in traditional birthstone assignments. As for quartz, its use as a gemstone can be traced back to ancient ceremonial jewelry across Mesopotamia, Greek, and Roman civilization. While used for decorative purpose, it was also highly regarded in ancient folklore and spiritual practice as a metaphysical healing crystal. In later centuries, quartz gems like amethyst and citrine remained widely traded across Asia, Europe, and the New World, popular both among royalty and common people due to their colors and abundance. Quartz crystals and geodes were also prized by early mineralogists and scientists during the birth of modern crystallography and chemistry. Applications and jewelry, thanks to their alluring tones, brilliant sparkle, and excellent durability, topaz and quartz gemstone have become centerpieces for jewelry designs and adornments of all kinds across cultures worldwide. With the right care and handling, both topaz and quartz gems can easily retain their vivid colors and brilliant sparkle for a lifetime. Here are some key tips. Cleaning. The safest method is using warm soapy water and the soft brush to gently clean off any dirt oils, or debris. Steaming and ultrasonic cleaner should be used cautiously on topaz, as vigorous techniques could potentially cause cracks or fracture over time. Quartz, on the other hand, can withstand both ultrasonic and steam cleaners, but it's still advisable to exercise reasonable care rather than excessive exposures to the processes. Just be sure to secure the quartz gems properly to avoid excessive vibrations during ultrasonic cleaning. Chemicals: avoid direct contact with harsh chemical solutions or solvents, as this can potentially damage the surface luster, of course fractures in both topaz and quartz gems over time. Handling: while durable for their hardness ratings, both gemstones should still be protected against excessive impacts, thermal shocks, and rough handling that would potentially cause chips, abrasions, or fractures. Proper storage in fabric-lined boxes and avoiding high heat conditions are advisable. With these simple precautions, your topaz and quartz jewelry and gemstone specimens will retain their mesmerizing brilliance and beauty for many future generations to admire and cherish. In TrueGems, we don't focus on faceted topaz and quartz, but I want to make you aware that I provide complimentary consultation service. You'll find the link in the description box below, where you can schedule an appointment time that works for you. During our free 3-minute consultation, I'll be happy to address any questions or concerns you might have. This presents a valuable opportunity to have a one-on-one discussion with myself, who is a certified gemologist. Book a consultation slot so we can explore your preferences and the requirements in detail. This will allow me to leverage my expertise to recommend gemstone options optimally suited for your needs. Or you can also always message with your questions on WhatsApp. Don't miss the chance for personalized gemstone guidance.